Hello, this is Lemmings on the Acorn Archimedes. I'm using the Acorn Archimedes emulator, Archimedes 09, which is probably one of the latest ones, and the Archimedes is an old console from I think the early 90s, late 80s, that type, which some of you may know. And the last time I used one for real was at my primary school back in 1999, and I used to play Lemmings like this on there. And I think the first version of the original Lemmings I ever played was on there. This version is quite close to the Amiga, apart from a few things, including the fact that it hasn't got the two-player mode, and it doesn't do the intro sequence, and the music is also slightly different, but I think the music's quite catchy on here. I think my favourite music is off the Archimedes. There's also one music track that's not on the Amiga one that's on this as well, which I quite like. So I think to begin with this time we will start by doing some levels from the taxing rating, more challenging levels just to begin with, just to rather than just starting all the way from the beginning. We'll do that later on, but for now we'll run through some of the challenging levels, people who may be having trouble or whatever. So here we go, start on the very first level of taxing. Right, so this is the first level of taxing. It doesn't look too bad from the map, but we'll see when we get onto the level. Sorry if the sound's not too brilliant or the picture, best I can get right now. See what we have to do here. The best way, since the time limit's quite low, is to group them up there so they don't spend too long getting in to the exit. So we've only got two bashes here, you see, so we can't use the basher to get through all of those columns, so we'll have to use a bit of initiative. So the best way is to mine down there. So really careful you don't do it too early, because otherwise it'll miss and fall down that. So there, and then we just put in one builder to stop him mining. This version was made in '91. I think it was just after the Amiga one. Try and avoid this trap thingy here. A bit like a bungee sort of thing that sort of drags them up and drops brick on their head, as far as I know, but I won't try it because it will delay. I've got long left now. Right, so let's blow him up now with this blocker over here. Here we go. There we are. Just a little group now, for the last minute, get themselves to the exit. Let's get rid of the troops now. To make their way in. Here we are. Another thing I like about the Archimedes version is these words that they use for the passwords. It's quite a lot, as well as doing fun things like using sentences or whatever. It's quite easy to remember the codes. Like on the Amiga, it's just a jumble of letters, so unless you write it down, it's very difficult to memorise. The Lynx version uses these words as well. They're actually the same ones on the Lynx, so so if you get those passwords, you can use it on here. Right, is the second level. This one's one of the easier ones, as well as the first level. Taxing. Remember to put all your blockers in the right place, because otherwise that will happen. So what you have to do, see, so I've accidentally put him there, but if you see how he's knocked into the metal there, we then mine down the other way to avoid them squishing. So you really need to land on this little obstacle here, but this one can just throw down. And most of the others are going the other way now, which is quite lucky really, because we've got the one here and don't have to use any blockers. Normally I have to put a blocker there, but they've gone the other way this time. Increase the release rate now. So when it's on 99 they come out their fastest, and there's two doors, it divides the speed and the rate into two, so they don't come out as fast from each door. Otherwise you wouldn't get an even amount on each section. Here we go. Let's make sure he doesn't fall down. To make them bash through there in a minute. Sorry if I rattle on a bit in this. Right, let's get rid of these blockers now. Here we are. Right, well, I'll stay tuned. I'll start another video now, so stay tuned for the rest of taxing, some more of taxing.